Trojans will kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The give to the tailback. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
Looking to buy time. He'll pull it down and run. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. The Noles have had outstanding quarterbacks over the years, not always dual threats, sometimes a little more Danny Cannell-ish, but using his feet well there.
And even Chris Winkie, and guys that maybe they weren't runners, but man, they made those athletes around them really come to life and were a force multiplier, made everybody around them better. And you found a lot of those guys with these Florida State offenses.
Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Oh, they're after him. It's complete on the right side. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And quarterbacks love running backs who can catch the ball because they're stat patterns. That's an easy throw for this quarterback to make. He's just letting his running back do all the work. Get him the football out in space and let the magic happen.
Grab behind the line. It's Lucas. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Firing to the right, complete. Bust through behind his pad. Touchdown Seminoles! A great catch and run for 6.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. He's going for it all. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, this is where you go to the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. A
Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. From the gun, the running back has it. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Running behind that left side. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. Got it behind the line. It's Lucas. There he goes. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on 1st down, 2nd down, and 3rd down, as you saw right there.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Lucas. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good in the backfield. You know they're going to catch it. There's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll run play action. Caught in the backfield, it's Lucas. And they pick up just a few on that completion. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. And the Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. First play of the period, 1st down here. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. Gets it to him on the screen. Touchdown, Florida State! All of that may be in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse. Breaks into the open. Oh, what a cut! And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. And the Trojans racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Using his legs to buy some time. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. With the catch, it's Sanders. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the...
Fires toward the end zone. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Really nice pass right there. This guy's got a lot to live up to. So much pressure when you think about playing quarterback for the Trojans. Heisman winners, guys like Carson Palmer, Matt Leinart, Caleb Williams. There's a lot of people watching this guy hoping he can be the next great one at USC. When you see throws like that, it gives you the hope that maybe, you know what?
He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown USC. Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting us out.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
It'll be third and long. To the air, it's Castellanos. He'll try to do it himself. Quarterback gets the first down. And this is why a mobile quarterback is the defensive coordinator's worst nightmare. He has just been running wild all day. The Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Trying to set up the screen. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You can tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Finding an escape route. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And because of the success that this quarterback has had early in this game running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more. Design runs, and also telling him on the sidelines, hey, listen, remember, if it's not open, take off. Just go get it yourself. They don't have an answer for you right now. This is a big key for us to win this game.
And they are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on 1st down. Safe completion on the screen. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
And now on second down for this offense. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw. It's Castellanos. Here's the pressure. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Wants to throw again. Flushed out of the pocket. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Sanders. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. The Trojans headed quickly to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lemon.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the dome. Rush is on him. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
You know, as an offense, that's why you just run the ball on third and inches like that. Because even if you don't get it, you now set yourself up in fourth and inches and give another shot. And you try to get cute, you try to get fancy, you want to throw the ball on third and inches, and now you take a sack, and now you have to.
So here they come going for it on fourth and long. The aftershocks of that earlier sack still reverberating. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Trojans will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Open a drive like that, it opens a world of possibilities. First down from the 43. Pass to sticks him still on his feet. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. And the Noles will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job increasing it. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on fourth down. Hauls it in, the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Trojans want to pick up the tempo. Back to throw, it's Mayava. The quick out. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. You don't really want to lose track of anybody, but I would say, David, especially not him.
Yeah, when you know he's really good, that's a good decision. Hey, sometimes you double him. Well, and sometimes you run the old zero coverage, like nobody covers him at all, and that's what they did right there. That's not good sound deep.
It's a fumble! And the fumble is going to go out of bounds, and the offense will maintain possession.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. They've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
These fans raising the volume on second and goal. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Nice execution by this defense on second and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on him. If I'm this offense, maybe I'll run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
Dances away. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
And the returner will be knocked down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
To the air, it's Castellanos. Forced out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
The number one key for this defense coming into this game was finding a way to stop this quarterback from running the football. And guys, they have not done a good job of that early in this game. He has been able to get out of the pocket, whether it's been designed run.
Going over the top. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
That's just a better job by the defender. He knew he was going to get challenged in this game. He knew these receivers had speed and they were going to test them. Nice job by that DB knocking it away.
They'll try to run for it. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. Despite failing earlier on fourth down, they will try again here. He wants to change this route. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Bringing the heat. Moving away from pressure. Crosses the 45. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth, all tied up. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. To the air, it's Castellanos. He's moving out of the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew it was this good. He has been gashing them in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going to carry the ball.
Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
And the Seminoles pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Get the field goal from here. It's a 51-yarder. Get a few on third down, and life is much better. Quarterback making checks. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Pulls it in. It's White. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
One of the most difficult things about this slot receiver is his shiftiness and his athleticism. He's very, very difficult to tackle after the catch.
tie game here late in the fourth. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Nice execution by the offense on third down, understanding what they had to do to get the first down, pass complete, move the sticks, new set of downs.
The Noles will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable 4th down if I don't complete this 3rd and long.
Might be calling a hot route. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. Now improvising. He'll pull it down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game.
I get it. It's the 4th quarter. It's a tie game. I need to go out and make a play offensively. But I tell you what, I'm going to be on the sideline now after that interception. As a quarterback, I'm like, please, defense, please go out there and bail me out. Give me another opportunity to go take the lead and win this ballgame.
Pulls it in. It's Lemon. At the 35, he's loose. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Decisions, decisions, decisions. If you're the quarterback right now, that's the most important thing. You cannot put the football in harm's way. Tie football game late, but with these timeouts in your back pocket, you've got an opportunity to drive the field and win this thing. You just cannot throw the ball to the other team.
We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Running back searching for a hole. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
And this this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy, so we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. It's Mayava. Quarterback now breaking the field. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit.